everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Adrienne and I have been doing pregnancy updates on baby number 2 since the very beginning. And right now, I have to apologize, my toddler is going down for a nap. He goes down very easily on his own, but he talks for a while before he goes down for bed. So you might hear him just babbling. He's in his crib, he's safe, don't worry. Here are weeks 17 and 18. The reason I combined these weeks this time is because not very much stuff happened during week 17. It felt like exactly like week 16 did. So I'm gonna tell you what changed, like the 2 things that I noticed a little different in week 17, and then you'll see what happened in week 18 too. In week 17, the 2 changes that I noticed, I was craving sweet stuff like crazy. I might have said this in week 16, but seriously, I sent my husband a text. He was on his way home. He was like, do you need anything on the way home? And I sent him like all of the sweet emojis, like cake, ice cream, chocolate. I need all of it. And he did end up, what did he bring home that night? I think we went for a Wendy's Frosty, which I was like, okay, that's a better option probably than like the Dairy Queen cement mixer that I really, really wanted, but the Frosty put my cravings to the wayside. I've been trying to reach for like fruits instead, but I have a sweet tooth anyway, and then put pregnancy into the equation and it's just like, it's so hard for me. Right now, I want to make chocolate chip cookies. That's all I want to do. The next thing was just continued round ligament pain, and you can really feel it. They're like little jabs. They're nothing too painful or anything. Just like you can tell that my uterus is growing and stretching and the round ligament pain is there. I know it's normal. I know it's normal. Even in my app, it was like, expect round ligament pain to begin around this time. So totally normal stuff. That's all that happened in week 17. So it's one of the reasons I didn't update you, because not much happened. Week 18, I want to talk about some like real pregnancy related things. And I think I'm noticing this because after having Weston, postpartum, my hair, you can see the patch right here. I went totally bald right here. And now, because I'm pregnant, I'm looking in the viewfinder. Because I'm pregnant, these little wispies are growing. And look at how long this one is. That was not there 17, 18 weeks ago. That growth. So, and my hair takes forever to grow. So that's definitely pregnancy related. I've got like, you probably can't see them, but like a head full of wispies all around me. I'm hoping that it turns into like nice looking hair, but it might just be crazy looking hair. And then I'm gonna lose it all at the end. I'm really hoping I don't go bald over here. I'm just starting to. It's like, it's just all part of having a baby, and I'm not complaining, believe me. I would much rather have the baby in my arms than the hair on my head. Believe me, I would. It's just sort of a not so nice side effect of postpartum stuff is losing your hair. Also during week 18, I have been having more vivid dreams, and I think it's probably because my sleep is a little bit interrupted, but I'm noticing like I'm remembering my dreams like crazy, and there are some very strange things happening. I had a scary dream about losing Weston. I had a really weird dream. I must have been watching a YouTube channel, but I was like meeting all of these other like really famous YouTubers. I'm such a nerd, but that's what my dream was about. Speaking of more vivid dreams, my sleep is interrupted. It's a bit more uncomfortable to sleep right now, and thank goodness for that pregnancy pillow. Telling you, it is a lifesaver. This pregnancy pillow I've talked about before, you guys, but I just have to mention it again. It is like a full-on DockATot for an adult. I will leave a link down below so you can just see what I'm talking about. But also, if you're interested in purchasing one because your sleep is currently interrupted, it does help. It does like wrap around, it supports your back. I can put my knees, like the pillow part in between my knees and have the support on my back. It's magical. I love this thing. My husband is not so in love with it because we have a queen size bed, so it does take up a lot of space, but he's dealing and it will be fine. Speaking of other pregnancy related products, I did say I was gonna show you this in this video. These are the Belly Bud headphones, and we bought these during my first pregnancy because my husband was away a lot. We wanted our son to be able to know his dad's voice and to bond with him, and I really, really think that this worked. We would talk to each other at night and he would read a book to Weston through the headphones. So they're really simple. These are the headphone part and they just go on your belly. I put them down kind of low, like where the baby is. You can feel where the baby is. And then this part, so I would just attach this to my phone. And you can do, of course it won't go in because of my case, but you can play music to the baby. You can do all sorts of things. There are also, there's another headphone hookup here. So I would put my headphones on and I would listen, and then the baby could listen down here. It does come with these little stickums. So if you felt like you wanted to just stick them on, I think it just comes with 2 of these, but I never actually used these. I just would kind of tuck it into my pants. I was laying down, it was like bedtime anyway, and so I never really used these, but it comes with them. I will link these down below if it's something that you're interested in. It's really cool because the baby can hear things and they're going to start to match people's voices. Like they'll recognize people's voices really soon. And I think that is so cool. And for me, this was well worth it during the first pregnancy. And so I have them now and we will definitely use them in the second pregnancy. This is just like TMI. And if you're a family member of mine and you're watching this, skip ahead about a minute. But if you don't mind listening to TMI, then here it is. I warned you, skip ahead. Go, skip ahead. Okay, so it's just my boobs. My boobs are feeling heavier. I wouldn't say they're like so big. I have small breasts to begin with, but I have noticed that my nipples are actually larger. And I remember friends saying this about their pregnancies, that they noticed this about themselves while they were pregnant with their babies, and it never happened with Weston. And it definitely is happening this time. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that that means that my body is actually doing what it's supposed to do in terms of like getting ready to breastfeed, because I had a really difficult time breastfeeding Weston and my supply just like disappeared around 6 months. So I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that that means that this time around it's gonna be a little bit easier. I also kind of have a better idea of what's gonna happen, so that should be easier too. TMI is over. Last 2 things. We've been outside a lot. It's been so nice here in Michigan. It's actually springtime. Yes, finally. And we've been outside a lot, we've been playing a lot outside, we've also been doing a lot of yard work and just stuff around the house. And that's when I felt a lot of the round ligament pain, even into week 18, like with raking and stuff and twisting my body that way. I felt a lot of abdominal pain. So I stopped when I felt like serious cramping and pain. I was like, you know what? I should probably stop, put my feet up and rest for a little while. Like, we have to listen to our bodies. I've also been just more tired, and I think it's the fresh air and being out in the sun, and it's amazing. I missed the sun so much. But I have been going to bed a little bit earlier. Oh, I can't stop playing with my hair. So I have been going to bed a little bit earlier. The last thing before I show you the bump is that I've just been a little bit dizzy this week. Like at church, I'm almost always hot during church. Like our church is just kept at a temperature that is way too warm, especially if you're pregnant. I'm way too hot in there, and I have had to leave in the middle before and just go like outside into the hallway where it's cooler and sit down and walk and then sit down. But I've just been feeling, I get like these quick little dizzy spells, and I know how to handle it because it's happened to me before, but it's just something that I wanted to note because it's happening. I'm gonna show you the bump. It is large, like way bigger, way, way, way bigger than my first pregnancy. Here it is, you guys. So I've been wearing, these are those Target maternity pants that I've been wearing, and I absolutely adore them. I've been wearing them non-stop. I really like how they go back like this. And you can fold down this strap. Okay. Like this is me just like letting it out, all the way out. And I can kind of suck it in like that, but it is not comfortable to do. I do want to mention that these stretch marks I've had since college. They're from losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, you know. But there is the belly. Whew, it's starting to feel really big. Okay, so that is it for week 17 and 18. Thank you so much for watching. We have been doing weekend vlogs. It's something that I'm carrying over from our family vlog channel because we kind of stopped vlogging on there just for a couple of different reasons I don't really need to go into, but I've switched over to this channel for all of our vlogging, and I like to just document what's going on for my sake for our family so that we can look back on these videos in the future and like really appreciate everything that we had, and you know, especially with Weston growing up. So we're gonna keep doing the weekend vlogs. Thank you for watching those as well. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and click that bell notification button so that you get weekly updates every time I upload a video. Thank you so much. I love you. Have a great weekend. Mwah!